Hey guys, this is Blake from Blake's Sanctum, retro site for retro games. Welcome to my Let's Play Legends of Pegasus series. If this is the first video you're watching in the series, then I'll point out that some of these missions took me 5 to 10 hours to complete, so I fast forwarded through all the boring micromanaging and grinding bits. If you really want to see what I was doing in those bits, just use the YouTube speed controls to slow down the video when you need to. Let's play. Alrighty, second to last mission, here we go, and I'm pleased to say it's another quick and easy one, mainly because I think it's a bit unfinished.
Making the technology of the Pegasi usable by our ships is our only chance for victory. I know that I have left the others with a difficult task preparing the Arthrox fleet, but without the technology, we can't defeat the Confederation. I just hope they'll understand why I'm leaving them alone.
You don't get attacked at all throughout the mission until right at the end, and they speak of all these horrible dangers, yet they never happen.
Received by the Parade. They need to gain their power back to fight with us. I sense that you are going to keep holding to your plans.
It's the only way.
So, basically what we've got to do is build up an empire, and then we can build some early battleships, Mark I battleships, and have some fun. So we've got a couple of starting planets. Looks like there's a few empty ones there. Looks like 3 empty ones and a gas giant. Yep. So we'll get colonising as soon as we can. Right, we've got a collection of Daniels is on a battleship now. Our first battleship. Got some cruisers and unshielded garbage. Damaged shipyard. What is with the damaged orbitals? Well, it's alright. We've got a large tissue generator, which gets us off to an okay start, but this planet's annoying. For some reason you can't build on it. Although maybe if you drop a colony module on it, that might bring it back to life. We've got to get rid of that piece of junk. We don't need an orbital trade center as it's draining our money. Lots of science. So, we can't do much at the moment, so we just need to get the culture up so we can get the people growing. Do that on the other one too. No point having any industry there. And we're going to need our frigates as soon as possible. Looks like we're level 6 for everything, so we've taken a nice jump now from, I think we were level 4 last time. So everything's looking pretty good. Give us a good starting platform to do some stuff. We can get planetary shields if we wanted, but I think I'll save it for next mission. Not much ocean, is there? Not exactly a very Arthroxy world. Look at that, we've got all these systems already straight away open to us without any exploring. Now that is a sweet planet. So I remembered that one from my test game. That's where we need to go first. And there's a few Arthrox planets around here. So they got that one. There's a few around them that we can take. This is an interesting system. It's the Arthrox there, but we've also got some allied stuff going on here. See, there's this blue planet here. We don't actually have control of it. It's a Ramos Zor planet. She's her own faction in this level, so we don't have control of her, basically. She sort of is sitting there in orbit. See? Do have control of this ship, but we'll just leave it with her for now.
Preparing protocol change. Position confirmed.
Right. Is there anything else I need to do? Shuttle this down. Okay, I think that's everything all done.
Our research is complete.
Beautiful. So now that we've got the research vessel shut down, because we need to make some money, we can start just focusing on mass colonization of every single planet we can find, because we're going to need it for a battleship fleet. because we need lots of money for tissue generators. There we go, we nearly got $2,000. That should allow us to build one, so we're going to make sure we put it in a good spot, but there's not much red, is there? Not the best home planet.
Everything is prepared for your journey, Jonathan Daniels. The other queens and I will open a wormhole, through which you will come very close to the Pegasus systems. Since it is an unstable wormhole, only a few ships will be able to accompany you.
I understand. I will have to think long and hard about which Ha'aran to take with me.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You can take a massive fleet with you, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
The breeding of a new stationary organism is
Beautiful.
complete.
Things are coming along nicely now. Start producing some ships. So we've got to design one, eh? So we've got a frigate, and we want a civil module. Flying head. There we go. Pretty much identical to last time, as it's still a Mark II. And we've got, yeah, I think it's level 2 research module. It's got 1 star next to it. So we should be able to do research on a few more planets this time around. Get rid of all this junk. We need to free up officer slots. We have so few because we've only got 2 planets. So get rid of this junk and start pumping out the colony ships, and we're just going to get everything we can.
We are breathing with you. We are complying and will move to that position.
At least we have a proper Daniels unit this time, unlike the last mission. Nearly there.
The breeding of a new mutation is complete.
Alright, beautiful. I think there's a small oceany sort of world, or Earth-like world.
We will do as you wish.
It's probably a good place to start.
We are listening.
Oops, I missed. I clicked on the flying head instead of the planet.
We wish to help.
Sorry, but I need those officer slots back. Now I just need to make sure I'm heading off to the right system first. I'm pretty sure it's PI6 that nothing beats that beautiful Earth-like world here. Look at that. Nothing beats that, I'm pretty sure, because yeah, this is all crap. So I think I'll go there first before I go to any other system. Beautiful, we've maxed it out. Beautiful, we're making some money now with these people. More colony ships, more! that stuff for our battleship before we can get on with weapons. Putting research back on now that we've got a big empire and a big income. We can really start pumping out the research now. We're going to go real heavy. People are really happy, so I'm pretty sure I don't need that happiness building. The rest will do the job, which means more science. A bit more so we can get that quickly. There we go, battleships, baby.
Complete.
So we'll leave all that for the next mission, all the fancy upgrades to get a Mark III battleship, and star bases and platforms and that. Let's get on with some weapons. I want some heavy weapons, just low level but heavy weapons.
Our
Beautiful.
research
I
has been
think
completed.
that is everything we need for our Mark I battleship. And the rest shall wait till the final mission. This is going to be fascinating. What will we get access to? So, got giant modules, Mark II. This is a giant military. Oh, nice. So 2 slots for big Class 3 weapons, 2 slots for Class 2 weapons. And if we go another military, look at that. We get another extra heavy weapons slot and a mid-range weapons slot. And if we go civil, hopefully that'll give us enough space for some support systems. Go with another civil, because we're up to Mark III with these low-level ones, which gives us a little bit more options. I mean, this one's still terrible, that back one. I'm going to just have to fill it full of tiny engines, which is really annoying. Right, so we've got some good choices here. Heavy weapons, we've got a double barrel heavy beam weapon. Triple barrel torpedo launcher. That's going to be deadly. I think I've seen them absolutely pulverize people. And we should have a long range torpedo. So that should do it for the heavy weapons. Now we're going to know the good old Class 2 we're using in the last mission, but a little bit upgraded this time. There we go, I think that's a pretty good loadout for our first battleship. It's got 2 heavy shields supported by some lots of power, and sadly we have to stick with small engines, but yeah. So, yeah, looks pretty good. They're quite limited in their space, so we're going to do a starbase now as well. And yeah, it's just certainly compared to the Zor battleships, I feel like there is a bit less space to deal with, or it's just worse arranged, but hopefully the Mark III will be a big improvement. So I'll slap some big heavy weapons on here. I want some big beam weapons. We're not going to get much of a chance to use a starbase in this mission, but I intend to take the little chance we do get, and you'll see what I mean eventually. Mark II stuff. There we go, I think that's pretty good. Which is the same strength as our battleship, ironically. Oh, alright, so once that's built, we can start pumping out the starbase and some battleships.
We have bred a new stationary organism.
I'll do the station first and then the battleship.
A new mutation of a Ha'aron is complete.
Wow, the planet looks different when all the lily pads are on the surface, don't they? So there's our military station construction ship. Daniel's they're pretty similar to Daniel's battleship. Alright, let's get the rest.
We have bred
I think
a
that
new
should do it.
stationary organism.
Let's go on our little journey.
We need your guidance.
That one. I think we have to go to PI2.
We have understood.
Yeah, PI6 gets us to PI2.
Think about my
There
warning.
we go.
The Forgotten were appalled at the transformations that some peoples underwent through their technologies. Before they left, they protected their territory from these traitors. I hope that the new artifact will help you reach your goal unscathed.
I'll be back soon, Kess. Help Nathan expand the fleet.
Don't you dare let something happen to you out there. We're lost here without you. I'm lost without you.
Send Daniels with a fleet through the wormhole. Alrighty. Oh, quite a trip. Back towards the Galactic Center.
This Ha'aron is listening.
As you wish.
Find the Pegasus home system. We've arrived. Once again, I mean, if someone wants to try and sneak some colony ships in here, feel free to. I'm not quite sure what effect that'll have. I'm not bothering because we've got what we need. And plus, pretty soon you're going to be in systems that you can't colonize. There's just a couple here, I think. Look at the size of that gas giant. That's massive. That's a pretty crap planet. I think this is it for the colonizable planets. After this, things get interesting.
Lead us to our destiny. We have understood and will jump through that.
Now we have entered the territory of the Pegasi. These planets must be ancient.
We cannot detect anything unusual in the system. The planets do have ruins. However, they appear to have been obliterated completely.
Set course for the jump gate. Our target lies at the edge of the constellation.
Yeah, it's interesting. These systems are all filled with these giant planets that you can't colonize. Look at the size of that thing. Heaps of orbital space too, but yeah, you can't do anything with it.
May our souls be united.
As you wish, we are now...
Jonathan Daniels, another nebula surrounds the system, and strong stellar winds prevail. The Ha'aron sense a great heat, and can only be led short distances. Furthermore, the connection to the hive seems to be weakening.
I bet that a white dwarf lies hidden somewhere in this mist. If we come too close to it, we'll burn up. We'll need to be careful and find a way around it.
We have located an active jump gate. A second one was apparently situated too close to the white dwarf, and was rendered unusable by the heat.
Right, must be that Omega 7 gate, because it's quite close.
To our destiny.
Yep, it's dead. So, oh yeah, there's another one out there.
We have understood.
More giant planets. Cool.
We are listening.
Beautiful background, Nebula.
As you wish. This had on.
If there was once life here, it must have been killed off by the sun millions of years ago.
Even so, something seems to have survived here. The sensors are registering smaller energy sources moving between the planets.
We need to be careful. Aethris has warned me more than once about the precautions of the Pegasi.
Yes, you can see some allied or neutral friendly ships. That is not like anything we've seen before. Look at that. This must be Pegasus technology. Very alien looking. Interesting. I wonder what they do. More dead planet. So, it's Omega 7, and it's dead.
We will do as you wish. Your order will be
Maybe it's
carried
this
out.
one that I've got. There we go. So it's a Omega 13 gate you've got to fly to activate the story.
Haven't you found anything else in the system? We need to activate this jump gate or we'll never reach the home planet.
A few larger structures of the Forgotten have appeared on our sensors. What they are is not known.
Since we have no other choice, we'll just have to take a closer look at these things.
Yeah, I went to everything except for the right place I was meant to go. I forgot what I did in my test game. I just got lucky, I guess. So yeah, you got to fly to that gate, then you go fly to all the satellites to do the story stuff. Dear, oh dear.
We are on our way.
Beautiful background.
We are registering minimal energy loss. The object appears to be leeching us to activate itself. However, the energy levels are barely measurable.
If it's trying to activate itself, then we could be dealing with a defensive device.
The scanners are reporting no usable results.
Okay. We need to take advantage of every little chance we're offered. Let's see what happens when the object has been fully activated. We should be able to cope with the loss of energy.
Send your ships to 3 Pegasus structures until they're completely reloaded. So we'll send you 3.
Lead us to
Or
our
4.
destiny.
Up to you, if I can aim correctly.
We are complying
Yep.
and will move to that
And we'll
position.
grab a few more to go to the other one.
This Ha'aron is waiting for you.
This Ha'aron is moving out.
We need to let a few turns go by for them to charge up. It's so pretty, that background. I wonder what real photo they used for that. I presume it's from a real photo.
We're registering an energy transfer on the object. The energy is flowing to the deactivated jump gate.
Very good. Let's see if it will activate now.
Alright, now we can leave.
Our souls be united.
Kept our freighter back for safety,
Lead us
so
to our destiny.
we'll grab everyone and go through that if I can find it. The Omega 13 gate, there you go.
As you wish.
This Ha'aron understands.
We have understood.
As you wish.
Oh yeah. More dead planets.
This Ha'aron is listening.
This Ha'aron will carry out the orders.
It's like we're approaching the inside of a labyrinth. I just hope that there aren't still weapons lying await for us between these giant planets.
There aren't. Maybe there should have been, but they forgot to add them. So I'm pretty sure this is the second to last system, so we're going to fortify this one and go ahead with Daniels, because this is where some attacks will come, guys. So,
We have understood.
yeah, so Daniels is off, so we're a giant gas giant. Oh wow, big planets. So, this is off. Fly to the main planet to scan it. Ooh. Is this it? The Pegasi homeworld.
We are listening. We have understood.
Ooh, look at this. There's ruins. It's a giant ice planet. All alone.
This is the home world of the Forgotten, but I'm afraid that
The planet's frozen. I could see that.
our efforts were in vain.
I don't believe that. Scan the planet for hidden structures. There must be something to find here.
As you wish.
Scan the planet, Pegasi. Alright, so Daniels is equipped with a scanning device.
We would like to assist.
Aim it and use it a few times and seems to get the job done. Maybe it works if you don't do anything. I mean, I just figure they want me
We
to.
are complying.
We have discovered something. A large city occupying vast portions of the planet is buried deep within the ice of the seas.
I knew it. Can we determine anything more specific?
Unfortunately not. The interference is too great.
Can we reach the Queen to have her send us a terraforming module?
We cannot sense Aethris. Our contact to the Hive terminated several systems ago. Something here seems to be impeding the connection.
Aethris? I beg you, Aethris, can you hear my voice? That just can't be true. We need that module. If we have to fly the whole way back now... Kisara? Please, Kess, you just have to hear me. Kess!
John? You're so quiet. Where are you?
We've reached the home planet, but it is completely frozen. We need a terraforming module to uncover the sites of the seabed. Kess, please bring us the module.
I'll head out right away.
You need to be careful. The way is dangerous. Look closely. I'll show you what's happened to us. Plan on traps and unexpected opponents.
Plan on nothing.
Although the system is abandoned, I can sense the presence of these ancient beings everywhere around us. The Ha'aran feel it too. If it wasn't for the scanners, nothing else would reveal that they ever even existed. The Ha'aran are restless, and the Soror repeatedly report fuzzy memories flowing through their symbiotes.
I wonder if they built the models, because maybe like by reprogramming the XML files, which are so easy to access, there are certain events that could be reactivated for this level, so, you know, presumably you get attacked by some Pegasi satellites or something, or ships, drone ships, I don't know, but obviously it was planned but not implemented, but if the Arta assets are there, then maybe it could be added to the mission via their XML files. Deploy that. And a terraforming module, we haven't seen them. You know, we saw a ship's terraforming planets in the trailer for the game, but as you've seen, it's not been in the game so far. You've had to do it on a planet
This
after
is
colonizing.
Kisara Ramos. John has established contact with me via the Hive. He's reached the planet.
That is good news. As I lost the connection to him, I feared much worse.
Nothing will happen to John that easily, but he requires a terraforming module on site to reach the buildings on the planet. I must set out as soon as possible to bring it to him.
Unfortunately, that is not so easy. The opening of the wormhole has weakened us greatly. If time is indeed short, then we will have to pool the strength of enough Ha'aron with our own for a new attempt.
But we have no time to lose.
Then we should begin immediately. I will also provide you with a special terraforming module to ease your task.
Fly through the wormhole. It's a terraforming ship. It'll be interesting to see this terraforming ship in action, considering we didn't have access to one in the previous
We will
campaigns.
attend to that now. We will do as you wish.
You
Moving out.
behind the
Our
starbase, be slightly better positioning. Go get Ramos. Okay guys, I just had to reload the save game. This is from my test game because I broke my video game and then saved over it. Basically, do not destroy Ramos's crappy ships. Like, if you destroy all the garbage that's with her, you will break the game. But apparently they are somehow needed. I don't know why, but yeah. Do not destroy those ships. Grab her fleet, send them through like I'm doing here, and you can avoid that bug.
Nathan. See to it that everything keeps running. We'll be back soon.
I think you're both crazy, but I'll give it my best here.
So that's the second time I've done it. I've done so well to avoid most of the bugs, but that's, yeah, just like in the human campaign, I made a mistake and then I saved it.
Protocol change imminent.
I should have used multiple saves. You think after a test game, you know, you get confident, and then, yeah, that confidence stabs you in the back with such an unstable game. Because, yeah, you basically meant to get these messages from her on the trip there, and they never happened when I deleted those ships. And then it just never progressed. So, yeah. Learnt my lesson. Thankfully, I still have my test save game. And don't worry, the ships are the same. My plan is the same as I've done in the video, so there's very little different here.
We're finally out of the nebula. John's shown me how we can progress
This
through
didn't
the
happen
system.
when
I'll
I
guide
broke
you.
it. Good. Alright, we've arrived. And I think in this one I hadn't deployed the starbase yet, so I better redeploy that. And set up the defensive positions.
We wish to help.
As you wish. We are moving out.
And we need to grab Ramos and the terraformer and
This Ha'aron understands.
send them through to the home of the Pegasi.
This Ha'aron is now moving towards the jump gate.
Beautiful.
This Ha'aron is waiting.
Back in the
An
game.
order will be carried out momentarily. We have understood.
Protocol change
Let's
imminent.
jump behind him.
Switching primary goal.
Kess, you made it. Do you have the module with you?
Yes, we have it with us and it's still intact, but the Confederation almost got to it.
What? What business do they have here? I don't have a good feeling about this. Take the remaining Ha'aron and position yourself in the neighboring system. Keep a lookout for additional Confederation fleets. This can't be a coincidence. Someone must have betrayed us to Drex.
Whatever you're hoping for, John, hurry. We won't be able to withstand a larger force for long.
Bring a terraformer to the main planet, send Ramos and the remaining ships to Omega 15. Right, so we'll send Ramos back to the fleet to hold position.
Protocol change imminent. Executing
Deploy
move
this
protocol
terraform.
for jump.
Now, interestingly, it doesn't seem to do anything with this planet, so I might perform a little experiment later on the level and see if I can use it on my home world. It'd be a fun experiment, but you still have to place it on there, I think, to activate the story elements. So that's what we'll do here.
This Ha'aron is listening. We will comply.
So we're in orbit.
Towards the
See how we got the terraform module? We never had this, access to this kind of technology previously.
John, you were right. The Confederation fleet has just passed the jump gate, and
Yeah,
we won't be
here we
able
go.
to do much against them.
This is why I
I've
built the
almost
starbase.
finished. Hold on for a while longer. I can activate the main building, I'm sure of it.
Wow. Look at all that firepower. Those high-level beams.
We were able to destroy an enemy
Yeah, they're
unit.
thick like the Zor ones. Meanwhile, one of the crappy Zor ships is actually not that crappy. It's a Zor battleship with full of beams. One handy. Carving through them. Beautiful.
We have annihilated an enemy unit.
Here comes another one.
The Confederation is sending more and more ships, John. There are too many of them. We can't hold our position any longer.
Yes, we
Can't
can.
give up, Kess. Just another second. Kess, pull back to us. The Guardians of these systems will now take over our defense. We could get out of here right away.
Well, have you found something yet? Maybe I should stay and...
No, Kess, don't take any unnecessary risk.
I'm doing it for more than you, John. I'll cover you until you find something to have made it all worthwhile.
Great, can't see anything. Ooh, here we go.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
Ooh, what is that?
We have it. Bring it onto a ship and let's get out of here. Kess, I hope the price of this victory wasn't too high. I'll see you on the other side of the wormhole.
Turn to Arthur's with your fleet. So we go home. But a new way should open up next, I think. God, if they stop attacking, I can bloody get out of here, so I'm gonna get away from this gate. There we go. Get the hell out of here.
Ever since Aethers confirmed my suspicion that it was the Pegasi who saved us with the wormholes, I'd hoped to locate them. Why should they have saved us, only to allow their efforts to be destroyed by a maniac like Drex? Oh, but I was deceiving myself. There's no one but us. We will have to fight this battle alone.
And? Did you find what you were looking for on the planet?
Not quite.
Nice eggs.
But I believe that it was worth it.
I really hope that's true, but ultimately I had to bail you out again.
I would never have exposed you to such a risk if the artifact in the temple hadn't given me a clue. On top of that, we were able to destroy quite a few Confederation ships.
You mean to say I could have destroyed them? Why did you ask me for help and not Aethys?
I couldn't. The connection to the Hive was as good as dead.
But how?
The only possibility of reaching someone from here via the Hive lay in selecting the person with whom I had my strongest emotional bond.
Ooh, they're in love.
It's good that you are returning, Jonathan Daniels.
Took longer than expected, but I think it was worthwhile. The Soror have already determined that this technology cannot be adapted for a Ha'aran. However, we will equip Kasara Ramos' Delta Zor ship with it. We absolutely must test its effect as soon as we can.
Do you have news of the Forgotten?
I'm convinced that they are still out there, but the star system is abandoned. I'm afraid we can't hope for help from them right now. But at least we were able to find data that'll help with our research.
New data and a super weapon. Hope it was all worth it. Now, let's get everyone back.
Opening port.
Because I want to do a little experiment. I want to see if that terraforming module will work on the homeworld. And then we can convert this to an ocean planet. Where is it?
Registering channel. Standing by. Preparing
Garbage
protocol
that I'm going to
change.
find. There we go. It's working. I think it's working.
Lead us to our destiny.
Beautiful.
This Ha'aran will move to a new position.
John, the data from the Pegasi has finally advanced our research. We ought to be able to reactivate the jump gates now.
That could make for some surprises. But we should probably hold off on that for the time being. If we open the path too soon by reactivating the jump gates, Drex would certainly be pleased.
That's right, it's still too early.
You would like to assist.
Don't need Daniels for the next thing.
John, we have a problem.
What is it? You sound upset.
While we were gone, a distress signal from Keeley reached the others here. She's stranded in one of the Confederation's human colonies. The colony belongs to the Resistance, and Drex seems to have gotten wind of this.
When did this message arrive?
It wasn't all that long ago. Nathan says he didn't want to make such a bold advance without our approval first. I don't understand if he's being cowardly or careful.
Calm down, Kess. Ready your fleet and set off immediately.
All right, John. I'll save Susan.
If it gets to be too dangerous, do not in any way let yourself get caught up in any crazy actions. Just come back safely.
Send Ramos with a fleet to Keeley. Alright. So a new gate is going to open up shortly. There we go. PI3, so we go down there and all the way up to Iota 11. So we don't need Daniels, we just send just got to send Ramos, and we'll give her some battleships. As we'll give her those ones I've got defending as well, because no one's going to attack the homeworld.
We are breathing with you.
There we go.
Engaging move protocol for jump gate by.
Let's see if that module is working. Oh, it is! Awesome! Oh, that's cool. Definitely going to be doing some serious terraforming in the next mission, but that's really cool that you can, you know, there are ships with terraforming modules. I wonder why they didn't allow us to build them in the game. Because I remember seeing it in the trailer, a ship approached a planet and terraformed it. And yet they took it out of the game. I mean, maybe you can do it in the skirmish. So there's no ships here. But yeah, because I mean, maybe if the skirmish mode worked properly, you could terraform planets with like a colony ship. You could put a terraforming module with the colony thing, which would be really cool. Okay, Iota 12 is the one we want. Looks like there's a neutral planet there. Well, it's not red anyway. I mean, like the race icon isn't red.
Standing
The
by.
ring is red because that just means there's someone on there. Got an
Command
orbit.
accepted. Changing position to orbit of Iota 1, 2.
Resistance Fleet to Susan Keeley. We're here to escort you into Arthrock's territory.
Captain Ramos, it's a relief to hear your voice. The Confederation already knows about our hideout and is on their way.
Are your ships ready? We can head out immediately.
Unfortunately not. Since Drex knows of the planet's resistance, we need to take the civilians with us. We can't just leave them to the Confederation.
Agreed. We'll see to it that they all arrive in the Arthrock system safely.
Alright, so we've got a refugee ship.
This Haron is listening.
Flight Lombardo 1. Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Our
So we'll
destiny
fly back
is
to
in
the
your
home
hands.
Wow, look at that. Now it looks more of an Arthrox world. If only we could have done this earlier on in the mission. Much better planet now. Bring the civilians to Arthros on the white planet. Alright, and then that should be, I think that's pretty much it for the mission.
Awaiting commands. Executing move protocol for jump.
Our destiny is in your hands.
Acknowledged, sir. That was close. Thank you. Without you, we would have
So
been
we weren't
lost.
attacked
If
once.
we want to topple Drex, then we can't abandon a single colleague. For once, you're safe here.
If we don't do something soon, it won't be that way for long. I need to speak with Jonathan Daniels and the leaders of the Arthrox.
What do you mean?
Rex has begun to build a kind of master controller for the Confederation, based on old designs of the nucleus and some artifacts that he has found in ruins. With its help, he can link humans and Zor ships, and I mean all Zor ships, even those loyal to you.
But that would be the end of us.
Indeed. If we don't prevent its completion, it will be impossible to stop it.
That was close.
Mind
Luckily,
control.
You held them up. We need to make sure that the Confederation can't exploit this weak point while we're focused on the Master Controller. See to our defense, and help Keeley construct her colony while we plan the attack.
Is that it? Yes, that's it. Wow, we are up to the last mission in the game. At least I'm pretty sure it's the last one. Exciting stuff. See you next time, guys.